I should be going to bed. Instead, we're doing a director's commentary on episode 1 of Saturnus, as opposed to episode 0, which was Endgame. SEVRINA. Yeah, she's listening to My Chemical Romance. Whatever. So this is obviously a weapons workshop. It's kind of based out of the factory.
I want to thank you for your efforts. It must be difficult running a shop out of that business, but it is appreciated. Letters and police presence has been crazy since that merger incident.
This was one of the few instances where the scene playback tool actually worked. So I have him doing like one of the Dr. Breen speeches through an RT camera. He's actually in a dumpster in the background here, doing this up with like a lamp pointed at him. This is one of those Free States rebel groups.
That first delivery will remain on schedule. We're going to need it soon. Your feed is cutting out. We'll be there by tomorrow. I hope everything's in order.
So, this takes place after the Heaven's Gate incident, and yeah, that's a stalker blowout happening right now. Obviously, canonically, it's not. There's a clip from Borderlands. So, this is just one of the random characters that was walking around in the background.
Church Galactic and transformational
It's gibberish. So, although it's obviously using like a Gmod ported copy of the Stalker blowout script, and that's actually something that's completely impromptu too. That's like off the. That wasn't planned. That mod, I had it installed for a long time, disabled. It somehow enabled itself, and then it automatically started running while I was working on the filming, the starting part. Like I got that first clip with the dialogue taken care of, not the actual dialogue recording, just the footage for it. And while that was happening, the weather started changing and started getting cloudier and gloomier. It was like straight out of one of those fucking haunted Gmod maps, sort of copy pastas, creepy pastas. It just started happening. And then I turned it into a major plot point, because that's how this shit works. Oh yeah, this is the standard 16:9. It's not trying to do the ultra widescreen anymore. And I starting to sound like one of these fucking blowout victims. One of the things that it does is the people who are caught in it and end up getting affected. Well, one, they start rambling gibberish that makes no sense. And the best way to record something like that is to not script it out. You just say it. Mumble and then say whatever comes to mind first. And the other is a strong desire to return home, as you'll hear shortly. So this chick that you're seeing through the eyes of right now, has kind of got a pretty bad gash in the head.
Home. Need to get home.
It sounded weird before I put it through the voice changer. Intentionally. Yeah, this is a GM fork again. Like I said, it's going to remain a bit of a hub for a little bit. A lot of different parts of the story taking place here. On one hand, this seems like it's going on too long. On the other, feeling like things go on too long constantly and then shortening them is how you get people with attention spans that can't handle seeing anything more than 6 seconds long. Death rattle just sounds really fucked when you put it through the voice changer, but otherwise you'd have a male death rattle, and that's even less fitting. So we're back to the titular character here, the illegal guns manufacturer, modifier, and supplier. Dealer. This one does use a decent amount of first-person shots as well, but it gets fancier. First, she's got medical supplies hidden here, all conveniently models from Stalker. And a little pause to disable some of the things. Something like source filmmaker, I probably could like animate the hand going up to pull herself up.
She's dead. What was that?
Oh shit, what the hell was that?
Barry? What the hell just happened?
Good old Barry.
I don't know what that was. Why don't you go on home? Don't need to get you caught up in all this.
Are you sure?
I'll be fine. Don't worry about me.
Yeah. Should be. I like how I did the guy's voice. It sounded nice. It's supposed to be the likable older guy. Yeah, that's dumpster. That's the dumpster that the video call was being filmed in. No behind the scenes magic. And yeah, that would have looked better with some sort of speaking animation. Oh yeah, I just had it there. Like, one of these frames around here is where I got the thumbnail with some Photoshop. So this is just your run-of-the-mill factory that, like, builds normal legal shit, and she's running a gun shop out of a shed. And nobody from the authorities seems to know that it happened. Yeah, the people that didn't survive, they ended up all over. And some of them, it differs, you know, with a blowout style effect. Some of them might have been killed instantly. Some of them might have, in their crazy days, just wandered off and fell off a cliff. You never know. Starting to kick in. Got a nice little synthwave intro for you here. Again, this is another one of those songs that I chose that both because it's good and because it fits the character. It's Astrophysics doing one of those remixes of somebody else's song, but with Hatsune Miku's voice. I tried to make this as smooth as possible, combining two different clips. The cart just kind of teleports there. Oh man, I forgot that I did all these effects with this. Oh man, that took a long time to render too. Every part of it took a long time to render. Have I mentioned how difficult it is to drive a car while this camera panning is moving and that's your only viewpoint? Her driving down the pass that well was like a fucking miracle. So where does she live? Any of these nice houses? You'd think. This is a parking spot right next to one of those buildings. She parks her nice little car there. Oh, no. Yeah, she actually lives modestly in this fucking wooden shack that I spent hours modifying, straight up hours modifying to make it look like a livable place. It takes... it's so insane. Like, the devotion put into, like, decorating the shit. It's nuts. Just placing these curtains alone took forever because they're not proper models, so that it's hard to explain. As the lyrics said earlier, hard to explain, but you get them from an angle so that it looks like they're on the pole, and they're actually just like 500 feet away. It's ridiculous. All this detail here I added, like, you can't even see some of it, but there's like underwater water piping and shit. And it takes up so little of the actual footage. It gets so little screen time, I'm trying to say. Damn, so much work. I guess it's kind of like a real movie. You got people spending weeks building sets, and they get used for less than 30-second scene and get thrown into a fucking dumpster. Now this, it looks jumpy at times. I couldn't get it to line up perfectly no matter how hard I tried, because it's a fucking piece of shit. This engine is ass. It pisses me off. Sure, it worked fine for like the Half-Life games and the actual fucking games, but just trying to get it to run consistently is impossible. Which is why this entire sequence looks a little fucked at times. But I still like how it turned out. Jumping into different positions to the beat. It took so much time editing to get this to line up with the beat. They're just jumping around to different positions inside her house, representing the different times that she's in her home. And, yeah, mixing it up here. Two pans. I think the second one is actually a different camera movement. No, it's the same. I think there was like 12 different loops recorded.
Want to see this? My God. Set out the alert. Evacuate now. We can't afford to lose those people. We may not have enough time. Buy some time. Do whatever you can do. We need to save those people.
So what's going on here is the local police. They somehow figured it out. And it happens to be a day where the local Free States instance was intending to do the deal that was mentioned at the very beginning. Trade the money for the guns and all that shit. They just happened to be found out, and look at that. The Corporal Police are here. And wouldn't you know it? Frame rate problems. Yeah. I don't believe I have any better AI included at this point. May not have had the mod at this time, at the time of this filming. Maybe I did. They are. I mean, this guy's stupid. Horrible tactical decision making there. Yeah, let me just run out here in the middle of these guys. Oh no, I'm dead. What do you think was going to happen? didn't mention it earlier, but this is a shorter one, about half the length of the previous one. I decided to go with shorter video lengths for the subsequent parts. Kind of like a movie to start off with, and then a set of episodes. In a bit like sort of the Demon Hunter. They had that triple length, the intro, and then normal episode lengths, but, you know, that sort of thing. Making copious use of this new at the time camera mod. I think I had to zoom in here because there was some problem with the UI with shit showing up that shouldn't be. Now, of course, Sev here, she's...
Jesus.
Come on, we need to get the hell out of here.
Right.
She's a gun
I'll be right
dealer.
behind you.
Not a combatant, so she tries to avoid combat, unlike
Christ, what
the
the fuck?
partner clones.
Shit.
I didn't do a whole lot to try to make these three or four different people saying things sound any differently.
What's going on here?
It's a raid. Come on, everybody, let's get out of here.
Take the escape car. We'll find our way out of here.
This piece of shit is these deep people. Fuck, you don't have to do.
I don't know what mod does that shiny shit. Sometimes it looks good, other times it does that. Very annoying. And yeah, this vehicle's a piece of shit. I had to drive it very slowly and then speed up the footage. If you actually try to go fast with this thing, it just goes all over the place. It's doing enough of that already. I think this also took like 4 or 5 takes. Because inevitably, the vehicle is going to outpace the camera, or vice versa.
Come on, you pile of trash.
And that looked awkward, but I guess it's like it stalled out and started rolling back. No, the physics wouldn't work that way. Trying to get this fucking thing to work with the camera. Yeah, she basically summed it up. And here we got another storm.
Nah, it's another one of those storms.
The only thing truly established about these storms at this point, I should say, is that they're somewhat related to the Heaven's Gate project. The known portal is already gone, as evidenced in the Endgame movie. But there are activator effects anytime it's turned on. These storms are new in the universe. They had not occurred previously with other portal openings.
That's my head.
Voice chosen for her voice changer kind of bugs out at annoying times. Which is annoying.
This car sees me unlocked.
I think it fits her character, at least when it works. I do kind of want to find a way to make camera movements smoother for these first-person segments that are not shooter ones. So they look a bit nicer, but I don't think that's quite in the cards. Yeah, I'm remembering now, the way that the blowout mod works is anyone who is actually outside does die from it. So the people that are insane, They're the ones that survive in the buildings.
Hey, do you have any idea what's happening? What's going on? What do you say?
They do eventually kind of zombify.
What have you done? I'm getting the police.
Oh, no, you don't. Fuck!
No witnesses.
Damn it, I need to get out of here.
I think most of the soundtrack of this one ended up being from Resident Evil. Various entries in the series. I think largely one, but some of them were from 5. Some of the tracks I think were from 5. Yeah,
God,
this.
who the fuck bought this car? This thing is terrible.
Yep, she's still dead. The lady from the start. It's been at least a day. Actually, I want to say it's been like a week canonically since the intro, and her vehicle's still there. That's just how fucked this place is. Even without the storm being in.
God damn it. I want my car back.
Yeah, that's another thing with SEVRINA. She is very attached to her car. Her prized possession. Again, just like with the one Chris Parker from the first film, first part, with the AK-15 body. The SEVRINA is SV-98 from Girls Frontline, but is obviously not supposed to be precisely that character. Bears mentioning.
Now forget it. Just get home. Just get home.
Now she is somewhat affected by the storm. Like I mentioned before, strong desire to get home. It ain't just because it's supposedly a safe haven. It's part of the effects of the storm. She doesn't quite get zombified. But you know, obviously shit's a little fucked right now.
So many people dead. What's going on here? You gotta be fucking kidding.
Yeah, that's the third storm.
Go, go, go.
All the ones but the first one I actually triggered with a command. It was not as coincidental. Yeah, another limitation of the voice changer. Like, shouting like that, it doesn't translate too well. Decided on what the specifics are, if it's because she's body modded or if it's something else. She's not a super major character. She's the primary character of this episode that she's named after, but it's not like she's one of the Parkers. So she doesn't have like some super special beast mode power. But she did manage to survive not only 2 storms in shelter, 1 storm out in the open, without being zombified. Potentially without being zombified.
Warning. Vocal systems offline. Seek repair immediately.
Her neural operating system is obviously more advanced. It actually gives warnings in dialogue. Gotta differentiate between the body-modded characters. Oh, check it out. We got some Zombifieds here. And some more Resident Evil music. Now, the ones caught out in the storm, they don't necessarily rot like these ones that, once again, brought over from one of the Doom Next mods. They don't necessarily turn into these, but these are... well, even in their director's commentary, I'll leave it ambiguous. Are they real? Are they actual people? Are they, delusions? Is this poor frame rate a delusion? Is it part of the, damage to the neural processing system being caught in the storm caused? Or is it just Gary's mod being a piece of shit? That is another bit of perfect, like, synchronicity. Obviously, that's not planned. Like, I'm not controlling where these characters are moving. That one just jumping up a side, getting turned over to. That, man. Some of the greatest things that are occurring in these movies are purely accident. Notice how the frame rate is improving as more of these things get killed. I say as it freezes again. Fuck. If I remember right, I actually spawned a few of these, like, rebel soldiers here. And had them, like, try to fight these things, but they got killed. Maybe that's not the case, because I remember in another clip from a different episode, they were just getting effortlessly gunned down.
Local systems restored.
A little bit of careful repair of her systems. Still got quite a bit of chromatic aberration, so she's not in perfect health, but...
Maybe that storm took care of the rain. I had to go back, predicted my corn.
I think I'll still keep it ambiguous, but perhaps it is the case that the storms have caused some damage, or maybe she was always like that. Figure it out. Maybe these guys got zombified. So, between earlier and now, the police have reset the barriers. Not that they're doing much good here. I'm partially being ambiguous because I haven't actually decided myself if I want to keep them as this model or not, but those that get zombified, they may appear like this to somebody who's been affected. They may actually look like this as a result of the zombification. It could be like that, see that perfect fucking headshot, that was sweet. It could be like that one famous line from Silent Hill 3. Monsters? They look like monsters to you?
Oh God, not Barry too. I like that guy.
Another case of the fucking, voice changer fucking up.
The supplies are still here, at least most of them. Shut up. Okay, make the drop, keep the money, go somewhere else. You can do this, Sav. You can do this.
She likes to talk to herself. It's another character trait. A bit more vocal than some of the other characters in the series. Oh no, the guy in the dumpster turned too. I wouldn't say it's particularly realistic, but who cares? Yeah, pretty much. It's implied that pretty much everything that was in that workshop is in this car now. And she takes a little pit stop on the train tracks to take a look at her home, which is now ablaze. Wonder how that happened. I'll show you how it happened. There's a little
I lost
addendum
everything
to
but
this
my
one.
life and my car. I was still able to make the delivery, but the money, I made it to another town, hundreds of miles away. I bought myself a small townhouse, enough to live in, better than my old place.
I don't know how it got so fucked up. It even sounded less bad when I was still editing this movie. Something went wrong with the voice line.
It cost most of the money I made, even though it's a shithole. Just down the street, there's the remnant of another battle between the rebel forces and the governments. Blood is still soaking the ground and the walls.
And it is a voice changer, by the way. It's not fucking text-to-speech AI slop. It's me doing the voice. Still have the source files, I'm pretty sure. Just put it through a voice changer. Because obviously, I can't do a female voice. You think this is capable of doing a female voice, this voice you're hearing right now?
I'll find my way. I have to. I've got nothing else. If I can scrounge together some equipment, I can get my business running again. The wonderful life of Sabrina. Farm stealer. Pretty body-modded chick. Building and selling guns to a
Thinks highly
rebel
of herself.
company that has no chance of winning. What a life.
Just wonder if I could have gotten a better output if I split that monologue up into multiple different files, but I shouldn't have to. That's something you had to do when TalkNet was a new thing, and that was a piece of shit. This didn't necessarily need to include the entire trek up the hill. I could have cut some of this. But it's that same bit again. You put too much effort into cutting things down and shortening it, then you get people who they can't pay attention to a video that's more than fucking 6 seconds long. They can't read anything that's more than 140 characters long. They can't pay attention in like class or something without watching Subway Surfers. A bit more synthwave for the credits this time around. So again, she's not a super major character, but she is part of the primary character set for the Saturnus series, which is why she had an entire episode dedicated to her. Evil. The RBC voice changer. I didn't actually list out the individual tracks this time around for some reason. Yeah, it was a bit shorter. It's actually more. What's after the credits? Just enough time for them to go off screen, I guess. Okay. I think I can just get to the addendum here by doing this. Yeah. The Cleaner. This actually takes place partially within episodes 1 and 2. Actually, no, this is... no, it's fine to show now because it was released. It was released before part 2. No, this should be a separate one because I need to go to bed. It's late. And my throat hurts, which is bad, because I need my voice. Yeah, this ties... I'm mixing things up. It's episode 2 that features, not at this point, but features at some point, a quick explanation for what happened to SEVRINA's house. There. And the rest will be for further director's commentary videos. That'll probably be just as shitty as these two.